In this center, we are going to talk about adjectives. So let's write that on our whiteboard. Adjectives. Think in your head about what adjectives are. Adjectives help to describe nouns. So if you thought that in your head, you were correct. Now, what are nouns? Nouns are people, places, or things. So adjectives help to describe people, places, or things. So let's try this together. Let's try to describe dogs. Let's use adjectives to describe dogs. You might say fluffy. You might say small. Some dogs are big. And some dogs are friendly. So all of these words help describe dogs. So these words are adjectives. Let's try something else. Let's try describing Rosa Parks. Remember, we've been learning about people who have had courage or who have been courageous. And Rosa Parks was one of those women that we read about who had courage. So I might use courage to describe Rosa Parks. Because remember, she had courage because she didn't give up her seat, and that would take a lot of courage. You might also say she's a fighter. Now, I don't mean fighter like someone who gets in fights, like fist fights. I think of fighter as someone who stands their ground. They don't let anyone sway their thinking, which is great. So, courage and fighter help us to describe Rosa Parks. Let's just review quickly. So, adjectives are words that describe nouns. Remember, nouns are people, places, or things. We use adjectives all the time to describe things, and some of you have probably used adjectives in your writing. I know I use adjectives a lot when I'm describing things to my friends, especially when I'm describing places. So, whenever you need to describe a noun, just remember that you are using adjectives.